I am so mad at this computer. I just did like a 5-minute video. And the screensaver came on and it stopped video. So I have to keep moving the mouse continuously to make sure it doesn't happen again. So what I was saying was I didn't spend Thanksgiving alone today. I had a friend, when I quit working at a job in Laguna Beach, another nanny took my position, and her name is Jessica, and we became friends immediately, and she's from Missouri, and she just came back. She had moved to New York, and she came back. So she came down with her friend Lakeisha, and I said, you have to come hang out with me if you're not doing anything on Thanksgiving. And her and Lakeisha both were like, we're on our way, and I'm like, cool. So they came, we hung out, and then we went to Patty's for lunch, and the whole gang was there. Bob and Sharon and Martine and Jose and Mario, and Jay was there. Jay got his job back, I guess. So we had a blast. Martine came out and gave me a big kiss on the cheek, and he gave me a hug, and he's like, it's so good to see you, mija. Like, oh, that's so sweet. And I almost made Sharon cry because she's like, did you get your job? And I said, yeah, but I'm going to be moving home. No, we're never going to see you again? And I was like, I'll come visit. Well, you better. I'm going to miss you. And Bob's like, where's she going? And she said, well, she's moving back to Indiana. The hell's in Indiana? Made me sad. If there's anything about California I'm going to miss the most, it's Patty's. Because they're awesome in there. Every time I visit, I'm going to have to go to Patty's, like 6 times. And then I told the girls, Lakeisha and Jess, that Bob makes the best shakes. And Bob came out and he's like, you requested me? I said, I did. I told the girls that you make the best shakes. And we were wondering if they want you to make theirs. And he goes, sure, what kind do you want? So they ordered chocolate, and he's like, what do you want? I was like, mocha? He's like, cool, I'll be right back. He comes out, and he's like, I am so sorry, I have a turkey order that I have to get together, can it wait? And I was like, we're not going anywhere, not a problem. He goes, you're awesome, be right back. So then Sharon comes out and hands us our shakes 5 minutes later, because I guess they were sitting on the shake machine, so she just finished them. And I love Sharon to death, but the shake had little capsules of powder still in them, so when you'd suck one up in your mouth, it would just be your mouth full of powder, like shake powder. It's gross. So Lakeisha and I took the big drink of it, and we're like, and Jess was like, why are you chewing it? We're like, yeah. So Bob came out and asked how they were, and I said, do you know who made them? He's like, yeah. I'm like, he's like, sorry, someone finished them for me. And I was like, well, whoever made them, they're crunchy. And he laughed, and he goes, how's yours? Lakeisha lies, and she's like, oh, mine's fine. He's like, okay. What about yours? Jess is like, mine's great. And he goes, good. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And he walks into the building. I was like, God, Bob, I'm important too, damn it. He goes, oh, fine. Is there something you want? And I was like, no, fine. He goes, did you get your extra whipped cream? And I was like, yes. And he goes, good. Then stop whining. I was like, fine. We have a joking sense of humor, relationship kind of thing going, so it's okay. And then we left, and I said my goodbyes, because this is probably the last time I'll see them, unless Kara and I can go. Don't know. And then we wanted to go to Venice Beach, but it was too far away. And we ended up going to Hollywood, and we walked Hollywood Boulevard, and we had a blast. And then Lakeisha and Jessica have both slept with Jesse McCartney. So it's kind of like a running joke that, oh my god, look, there's Jesse McCartney. Oh my god, where? Like, it's whatever. So anyways, I was like, oh, well, Kara took me by Jesse McCartney's house one time, and she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. She's like, do you remember where he lives? And I was like, no, I couldn't tell you. Well, then we got lost and ended up on his street. Well, not on his street. We ended up in his area, like on the main strip. Then you had to turn down a side road and go up. So I was like, I wonder if I could find it on my own again. And it wasn't me being a stalker. It was just me being like testing my memory, because we only went once. And what happened was we went and parked in the area, and then we walked up the hill. So technically I didn't really know if I could drive up there. And she couldn't do it because she had a minivan. So I had a little car. I'm like, I can do it, not a problem. But I'm like, I'm not going to find it. What happens? I find it. I was like, my God, my memory's awesome. I found it. So we were all like freaking out because we found his house. He was actually home, but we didn't stop. And nobody saw an address because his house is under construction. Thumbs up. Awesome. And I turned the corner, and I swear I about took out a brick wall because the corner is literally like this. It's like you go around this way, and you immediately have to go this way, and it's crazy. And Lakeisha's like, you're fine, it's okay. I'm like, I'm gonna cry. But it was kind of scary. And then we drove home, and I had to say goodbye. Really sad, because I had a lot of fun. Lakeisha and Jess are very funny. We laughed a lot. We sat at Patty's for probably an hour and a half. And it's really fun. So I had an awesome Thanksgiving. I hope everyone else had an awesome Thanksgiving. As I was sitting at Patty's, I had emailed this lady that I was going to get a job with back home in Indiana. And she said, oh, I'm so sorry, I've been so busy with Thanksgiving and stuff, I just haven't had time to sit down. I'm going to talk with my husband a little bit more, but everything sounds like it's a go, so hang in there, and I'll call you soon. And I'm like, oh my God, I could cry. Like, I'm going home soon. I feel bad for Carrie, but I'm hoping we leave on good terms, because I really like them. My grandma's birthday is coming up, and we're having a big bash for her, and you know, I want to be home. And everyone keeps asking me why I would ever leave the Los Angeles area for Bremen, Indiana. If you look up Bremen, Indiana, it's a 2-stoplight town, and it closes at 8, the entire town. So yeah, it's a big step down, but I'm so excited. The main reason I really want to go home is because I miss my family too much. You know, I mean, I have my entire life to travel and not see my parents and live away from them. You know, when they've passed on and I'm alone in the world, that's my time to get, you know, travel the world or, you know, do whatever I want. And I really want to just go to my own apartment and go through my belongings and, you know, save what I want, save what I don't want, and, you know, save up money and get a real car that's reliable and just be who I want to be and hang out with my friends that I've had since high school and, you know, maybe go to some high school games and see the marching band again. I mean, I'm just really, home is home. And I grew up in Plymouth, but Bremen is home to me, it doesn't matter how small it is. So, yeah, it's going to be quiet and kind of boring, but it's my home. So, I'm sad. It's bittersweet. You know, I really want to go home, but I really don't want to leave here. If my family were out here and it were cheaper, I would stay in a heartbeat. But family's where the heart is, so that's the main reason why I'm going home. The other reason is cheaper, and I want my own apartment. I could get one out here, but there's bugs and ugh. So I'll be going home soon, I'm hoping. So, yeah. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, and have a good weekend.